Hello everyone, how do you do my friends? I miss all of you. I am teacher Hofran and welcome to my ladies school. As you see, I look to the sky. What a beautiful and mysterious view. Do you think before what is the space? What is the solar system? If you want to know, complete this video and let's start our journey today in exploring the solar system. Our solar system. Have you ever looked up to the sky and wondered what was there, higher than the birds, past the clouds, farther than the moon? A whole and giant objects spinning in the space. Let's imagine for a moment that we can leave the Earth behind and explore the solar system around it. We call it the solar system because the sun in the center and all the planets spin around it. Solar means something that do with the sun. The sun is a star, just like many of the stars that you can see in the night sky, just many times closer to us. Still, the sun is very, very far away from the Earth, almost 93 million miles away. That is why it looks so small, even though it's the biggest object in the solar system. In fact, sun makes more than 99% of the mass in the solar system. The sun is so big that it is more than 100 times wider than Earth. More than that, the sun holds all of the solar system together. It is the mass of gravity. It keeps the Earth and all the other planets spinning around it. The sun also the source of life on the Earth. Without the sun, there is no light and there is no heat. Plants cannot grow, water will freeze, and nothing could survive. The sun gives us heat and light because it's always burning. It is a giant ball of gas, mostly hydrogen and helium. They burn in the millions of degrees in the center. Now, let's leave the sun to explore planets. As we move away from the sun, the first planet is Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system. Much smaller than Earth, and one of only 5 planets you can see from Earth using nothing but your eyes. If you don't look like much a planet, it's look like a bright star. Many nights you can see it near the sunrise and the sunset. Mercury is look like our moon. It's small and has a rocky surface. It has no moons in its zone and no air to breathe. You probably won't enjoy to visit it because temperatures are boiling hot in the sun and freezing cold in the shades. Something interesting about Mercury. It is the fastest planet to go around the sun. It only takes 88 days to orbit the sun. Next is Venus, the second planet. Some people call Venus the Earth's sister because the 2 planets are close in the size and gravity. But we are very different on the surface. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. It is not close to the sun as Mercury, but it has thick clouds made of carbon dioxide that help it to trap heat and stay warmer than its neighbors. Venus is not fun to visit, but it is beautiful to look at. It is the second brightest object in the night sky. After Venus comes the Earth, the third planet from the Sun. Of course, all of you know about Earth because that is the planet where we live. Earth called the golden planet because it's not too hot and not too cold. As we know, Earth is the only planet that have living things. Let's leave Earth again for a moment and visit Mars, the fourth planet from the Sun. Mars is known as the red planet because of iron oxide, a material like rust, and its soil gives it that reddish color. Mars is smaller than Venus and Earth, but larger than Mercury. It is cold and rocky, with thin atmosphere made of carbon dioxide and oxygen. Scientists are very interested about Mars because they think that people could live there with the help of some special equipment. Rockets have already been sent there to get more information about the planet. Right now, there are two special robots exploring the surface of Mars, sending information back to the Earth. Mars is the first planet we visited today beside Earth to have its own moons. It has 2 moons. They are not big and round like our moon. Mars moons are small and irregular. Scientists think they came from the big asteroid belt that is between Mars and Jupiter. Jupiter comes next. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system, something called gas giant. It is called this because it's so big and made mostly of gases. Jupiter is so big 11 times than Earth. Jupiter is also the third brightest planet in the night sky. Jupiter has at least 67 moons orbit around it, but 55 of them are very small. Some of them are very large, and one of them is the biggest moon in the solar system. People can't land or live in Jupiter because it's made of gas and there is no ground to land on. After Jupiter comes Saturn, another gas giant. Saturn is famous with its beautiful rings. They look solid from distance, but actually they are made from many small particles of ice, rocks, and dust. It has more than 60 moons that orbit around it. Some is large like Mercury and many smaller. Saturn is the fourth planet we can see from the Earth without help of the telescope. After Saturn comes Uranus. Uranus is another gas giant, but smaller than Jupiter and Uranus has rings around it, but much smaller than Saturn's, and it has 27 moons. Very similar to Uranus is Neptune, the 8th planet from the Sun. Is another gas giant. It has a blue cloud, so it looks blue. It has 40 moons. Because it's far away from the sun, it takes a very long time to orbit the sun. Imagine that it takes 164 years to orbit the sun. What a long time! The last time the Neptune was in its place right now was before the American War. Computers, phones, airplanes, or cars. I hope you enjoy exploring the solar system with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, leave a comment, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for my YouTube channel and wait for another videos. Bye bye.